This is a Winx Club doll, apparently. Winx Club just relaunched for their new reboot, and the reboot in general has garnered really mixed reviews online, with some even calling it dull and lifeless, especially compared to the original series from back in the day. And the dolls themselves also have mixed reviews. So I decided to pick up Flora from Target today because this is a new doll line, and I would really love to see how these dolls are. One thing I do want to point out, after recording this video, I found out that the official YouTube channel for the Winx Club posted a short video of Stella at Target, and it was fully AI. I don't personally support AI, and I was disappointed in Winx Club for posting that, considering that they had said that they did not use AI for this reboot. AI is a very dangerous tool right now. It's taking jobs from actual creative people, and it just makes everything look cheaper than it actually is. So I was tempted to return the doll and scrap the video, but I had already opened her and done her hair, so I didn't do that. The new Winx Club show did start airing on Netflix on October 1st, and I haven't sat down to personally watch it, so I don't want to form any opinions based off others. I will probably take the time this weekend to watch it, but my initial favorite was Bloom, but her doll in real life is quite scary. I actually prefer the one from Kazoshi, so I chose Flora instead. The doll retails for $17.99. I had a $10 off coupon, so I got it for $10. Let's see if she's worth that price point. The box was fairly easy to open for Flora, but the first thing I actually noticed with this doll is she has a good weight to her. I believe it's coming from the upper thighs. It's made of the same material as the Ninja Turtles that Playmates Toys makes, at least the 2012 ones. Another thing is I did not know that the wings flapped, and I will say I have been doing this for a day now. It's very therapeutic. This is what the contraption that holds the wings looks like, and it is removable in case you don't want them on her. And even if you shake it aggressively, it does not come out. So that's a good sign. Another thing I was pretty shocked by is the hair being nylon instead of poly. So that's definitely a plus in my book. The only downfall is her having tinsel, but she is a fairy, so it kind of makes sense. I'm just gonna rip it out in the hair portion of this video, so stay tuned to see how I do that. She does have these two bangs that are really gelled, so I'm gonna have to wash that out. And the rest of her hairstyle is in this giant braid. It almost looks like a lobster tail hikey, but we'll see her rooting after. I feel like Flora has a less startled face compared to the other dolls I saw. And I actually did this little edit where I added a little bit more eyeliner, and she looks a little better. The face print is pretty decent. It does have a little bit of pixelation, and it is shiny. I will say I do like the highlighter and blush combo that they did on these dolls. This is kind of what I want Rainbow High to do instead of a whole shimmer face. Flora has on this like ribbon choker, but it is tacked in place, so if you remove it, it's forever off her neck. Also, these dolls suffer from short neck syndrome. If we move on to Flora's outfit, it's really shimmery and really shiny. She has a ribbon rose cuff on each arm that is removable and separate from the dress. As for the dress, it's made of 3 materials, none of which I can name for you. The fabric is really foily and it isn't too thin, and it is decorated with a ruffle trim that goes all the way around. Now the skirt I'm not a big fan of. I don't like the layering of it. She has that one material the mermaid dolls in the 90s had, but I don't think the edges are hemmed, so it might fray over time. I do believe that the hem on the foily print though might be heat sealed, but if the doll is played with too roughly, this might fray over time, so be worried about that. Stella has on these really glittery hot pink boots. I like the shape of them, but I hate the top portion. And oddly enough, she can wear Barbie shoes. But now let's talk about articulation. Stella does have motion in her neck. She can go up and down and side to side, but I don't think she could do a proper head tilt. The dolls do sadly have stiff arms, but they go in and out. I do find it really lame that they didn't articulate the elbow and the wrist because they're fairies, and I feel like they need to be able to do fairy arm poses. Like having stiff arms is not going to look really elegant in the air, girl. Flora can sit, and she also does have knee articulation, and it does swivel as well. And I guess you can count the wings as an articulated piece because they do go back and forth. Speaking of wings, this is what they look like. There's some gold glitter on the front, but not on the back, but I kind of prefer how it looks backward. And here is what the connector piece looks like, a little more up close and personal. But that's pretty much everything with Flora. She does not come with a doll stand or a doll hairbrush, which I kind of expected a hairbrush since she has hair. But speaking of hair, let's move to the hair washing section and see what her rooting is looking like. I am going to take the wings off and the clothes off, so you've been warned. So without that big chunky braid, her hair actually looks really nice and really glossy. I'm tempted to see what it does when I just use some water and a comb. It's definitely not a Rainbow High brush out, but it's pretty. And it seems all the tinsel is in the front section of her hair, which is great. But moving on to Flora's rooting, the rooting is not that bad. It's actually pretty fair. Some spots obviously have more hair than other spots, but she's not bald like Aisha is. But from what I've seen so far, she seems to have the most hair out of all the dolls that have come out. So let's go give it a wash and see how it is. Welcome to my bathroom, and we're going to be washing Flora's hair. We're going to start by using cold water because I want to keep the curl in her hair and not lose it with warm water. You can use warm water, but it's just going to relax the hair. But after rinsing her hair, we are going to start with the conditioner, and I use a good amount of it because I want to add as much moisture to her hair when I brush it. I don't brush out doll hair dry because that will lead to breakage and potentially lose some plugs of hair. And since she has nylon hair, I'm going to be using this metal comb I got from the Doll Planet. Even though her hair was not really ratty, I am going to start from the bottom up when brushing. The tinsel is that kind of crunchy one that really likes to snag when you comb it, so I'm kind of glad I'm removing it out of her hair. Even though it is a really pretty shade of green, I just don't like tinsel. I don't like how it feels, so I don't mind taking it out of her hair. After brushing out all of her hair, I rinse her hair thoroughly under some cold water, making sure I don't lose her part line. And also, we don't want greasy hair, so make sure you get it all out. And I was a bit heavy-handed on this doll, I will be honest. So it took me like 5 minutes to rinse it fully out of the hair, but you have better judgment than me. I just know it. I sense it. I have ESPN. It's gonna rain today. The tinsel was already trying to fight me and stay away from the normal hair, so I'm glad we're taking it out. It ironically already separated itself perfectly away from the hair, but it's only in the front hairline, so I start grabbing one strand at a time and I just gently pull it upwards. It may break, but luckily tinsel is rooted in 2 strands, so the other one will be easily removed when it does. And because this doll has a harder head, you won't really need to boil the head to get the tinsel off. All you need to do is just pull at it and be gentle. But doesn't she look like 100 times better without that tinsel in her hair? Like, yes. I can now use my metal comb freely through her hair, and I'm gonna put it in a hairnet and let it dry overnight like I do with all my other dolls, just because I wanna see what it looks like. So I'll see you in 24 hours. So Flora has been drying for 24 hours and her bangs are a mess. And her hair is looking really promising in this net. So let's take it off and see what it's giving. Honestly, out of the net, it's really shiny and it looks pretty promising. And I feel like letting her hair down looks a lot better than the lobster braid she had. And while it was down, I decided to do a little hairstyle that I think would fit Flora's vibe really well. I did 4 of these little micro braids that I think are gonna look really cute if I pull it together with the front hairline. Now, this is not the hairstyle that I planned to keep Flora in. I'm actually going to put her hair back into the braid to finish off this review. But if you are interested in doing a new hairstyle for her, this would be a really good one because I think it fits her vibe really well. Maybe you could add some fake flowers to it and obviously do the bangs, but I think it's a good option. She was a fairy. Yeah. I have her flying because she's a fairy, guys. Come on. Anyways, that wraps up Flora's video. I'm gonna give her a 5 out of 10. I like the weight of the doll. I like the nylon hair. I like the flapping wings. I don't like the articulation in the arm not being there. And I don't like the skirt. I think that's just a me thing, but it's my review. So I'm just telling you what I do and do not like. I also don't really like the face and the head. I think they could probably go back to the drawing board and redo that. So hopefully they do, and hopefully they give articulation as well eventually. As for Winx Club as a whole, the AI thing kind of is just now in my head and I'm just like, dang, y'all really fumbled the bag here. I don't know, AI is really cheap, it's really ugly, it's lifeless because no human created that. I hope that they take that video down from their YouTube channel, and that goes for any doll company that decides to make a full-on AI video of their dolls. You have the dolls. Do something with it. I haven't seen the show yet, can't give you an opinion on it, but from the clips I have seen online, it does look a little weird some points in the animation, and I don't know how the story is, so I can't give you my feedback there. But if you have watched it, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the show. But yeah, that is pretty much Flora's video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about her. Also, there's a question in the video, you could comment down below. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and also if you aren't subscribed to me, hi, my name is Jay and I do doll stuff, duh. And I'd love you to join the cornflakes. Also hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post a video. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at ZombieXCorn. And guys, I will see you in my next video. But until then, bye. Oh, she was giving Sparkle Girl right there for a second.